Hi guys, I got some footage I want to put up of me hard using my Outback from Down Under knives. I put this beast of a knife through a dry, dead, hardwood knot. It just ate the thing. At first, at least. When we really got down into the knot, the notch was narrow and yeah, it slowed down a bit, but this thing just eats wood. And when I was reviewing the footage, I couldn't help but notice that it chopped a lot better in this test than it did in its tests against my other knives like the Outback 2. I hacked through that hardwood knot not because I really needed to. I put this knife through all that to test its durability, and it's still in one piece. However, when I was chopping through the piece of wood on the side that had the knot on it, I had the notch that I was trying to make and the knot sticking out. And I came in to, cut into the notch, and I missed where I was aiming, and the knife hit on a bad angle. It hit the knot, the bit protruding out of the wood. It hit on a bad angle. So it put all of that force from the swing into the blade on an angle it was not intended to be used on. And I am straining to see the damage that that did. It may have dented it an amount that is almost invisible. If I really try, I can find it. Yep, I can find it. You can notice it if you rub your finger over it. It's just, and you can notice it when you use light to make a line across the surface. It's not entirely straight around that area, so you can find it that way. But I'm straining my eyes to try and detect if there's a bend in the actual blade. It could just be the way the light interacts with the polish, but if it is dented, I would have to say it would be less than 1/10 of a millimeter. So I'm straining to try it. I'm straining to see it, and yeah, it's not like the blade goes long and then it's dented. It's like it kind of just goes, it kind of just wanders to about 1/10 of a millimeter off dead straight from that. Which is arguably the equivalent of me hitting this with a hammer, which I do not recommend. So that was my fault. That was user error, and a lesser knife might have been destroyed by something like that. This thing is, it's almost, this thing just pretty much shrugs it off. This knife is an absolute beast, and I am loving it. Another thing, there is a gap opening up there. I can just see light through it, and I can fit a hair through there. Because there's not there's not a full tang. What I can gather, well, obviously, the knife here is wider than the handle, but the actual tang of it is probably about that wide, if not a little less. But yeah, it may be, you know, it may be opening up just from the amount of chopping that I've been doing with this thing. I've been using this thing I've been using this thing hard, trying to test it thoroughly enough that I'd be willing to put my name to it. Alright, let's get to the video of me actually chopping with this. I just wanted to get all of that out of the way before starting the actual video of me chopping through that hardwood knot, just in case people didn't really want to sit through a video of someone chopping wood. This thing is an absolute beast, and I do not think durability will be a problem. Now some of you might be interested in seeing how well my Outback by Down Under Knives chops, so I figured while I'm collecting firewood, I'd show you that. Oop, yeah, deflection. Now, human error will do that to you. Uh-oh. Probably shouldn't have done it with a knot on the other side. It's going to be a pain. Well. Made short work of that piece. This is real. This is a very hard piece of wood. I mean, it's dead wood. It's red. But yeah. Australia is known for having some of the hardest woods in the entire world. I mean, if this was a piece of pine, I'd be done by now. Alright. Let's see if it'll support my weight with what's left in it. Put my knife away for safety. Yeah. Yep, can support my weight. This is a real strong piece of wood. I mean, but man, that edge is not chipped yet. Just let me have a look at it. Not chipped. So now it's a really narrow notch. It's just and we're through.